Nobody cares about you, and you shouldn't care about anybody either. Most of the time, people live their life based on others' opinion because they're just afraid to be alone or to be judged. But so what? You don't need anybody. Why would you feel sorry for living, doing, and saying what you actually want? It's time to put yourself first and stop feeling guilty for being yourself. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are on your self-improvement and glow-up journey, make sure you subscribe because you are in the right place. In today's video, we're going to talk about things that you are allowed to do without feeling sorry for yourself and for others, because you don't owe anybody an explanation. Okay, first thing you're allowed to do is setting clear boundaries. After long years of relationship, family, friends, partners, there's a point they get so comfortable and personal with you, they start to think that they're allowed to do or say certain things without considering your perspective or feelings. And if you try to speak up or defend yourself, they'll gaslight you, playing the victim, making you feel guilty about it and not letting you be yourself. But never allow this to happen. Either they respect it or not, set your boundaries. I mean, firstly, if they're not even ready to accept your boundaries, how is that relationship serving you? And why would you feel sorry for cut off something that's not letting you be free? Just because you bonded for a while doesn't mean that now you're condemned to be besties or forever together, even though it's healthy for you, because people change and it's totally okay. Boundaries are healthy and necessary because 10 people 10 different opinions. You can't try to make people be just like you. That's narcissist. All this leads to changes, so get this in your head. Changing is totally natural, but some people see it as something negative, especially people that are not ready to get out of the comfort zone. When you give them a different opinion or perspective on something, they'll feel attacked suddenly and say things like you've changed as something bad, and just take it personally. Don't let those negative surroundings with their weak mindset to affect you. One way to fix your mindset is seeing it as evolving, and evolving means getting out of your comfort zone, which is a need for each individual, and that's life. We keep changing and evolving naturally. So next time you find yourself feeling guilty because you suddenly have a different opinion, perspective, or feeling on something that you normally used to do, remember it's totally fine and just embrace your new chapter as somebody that's evolving. And make sure you don't care about anybody's opinion on your new mindset, because if you do, it's going to be very hard for you to evolve. Moving on, the next thing, sometimes we kill our heads and cry over mistakes we've done in the past, but mistakes are the keys to be able to evolve. When we finally see as a mistake something we are usually doing or something from the past we've done, means that we are evolving. So why would you self-sabotage your days feeling sorry about it, something that you cannot even change anymore because it's from the past? And if you could, why would you? Because what's the point of not changing? Your past mistakes or not made you the person you are today, and what you are doing right now will reflect the person you will be in the future. So if your high school love or bestie keeps throwing you shit because 10 years ago you broke their heart, don't take it personally and let them waste their energy, because at the end they're the one that evolving. Next thing is learning to say no and stand up on your desires. This is so important. You need to understand that you don't owe anything to anyone. And if you have a relationship in your life that makes you feel guilty for not doing as they say or want, honestly, what are you waiting for to cut them off? Back to point one, clearly they don't respect your boundaries and you as a person. So being able to say no without feeling guilty at all should be one of your biggest self-care and self-improvement goals. You are allowed to ask for help sometimes. Nobody's perfect, but everybody's perfect in the way they need to be. So sometimes we need help, and it doesn't mean that we're not good enough at all. Again, 10 people, 10 different skills, 10 different strengths, 10 different weakness. And being comfortable and confident enough to embrace ours and other people's flaws and seeking further help without feeling embarrassed is totally healthy. People tend to have a jealous or insecure attitude with this sometimes, but if you do the total opposite, you'll be able to learn from those other people, which again leads to evolving. Last but not least, taking a rest. I don't know about you, but sometimes brown parents, especially in my case, they cannot see you take any type of rest. You can't take a 1-year gap in your studies. You can't take a few months off to travel the world, or just stay at home and rest because mentally and physically you need it. Maybe like, no, don't even think about it. For them, this is like wasting time or being late in life. Late for what? Everyone has their timing and desires. We're not forced to follow any type of path or a checklist with deadlines. But sadly, a lot of people don't understand this, so you do you and don't care about them. If you are in a situation right now that you are feeling guilty for disappointing some people, screw them. It's only you versus you at the end. And if they're not letting you be free and do what actually makes you happy, then what's the point? And that's it for this video. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm so happy you stayed until the end. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye.